Look, the camera finally flipped. I am giving you a look today at my studio that I use when I teach classes, and by classes I usually just do one, maybe two people, because the room is so small. It's about 10 by 10. I also do any of the drum carding and the hand combing and anything else that I like having a floor I can sweep up. I used to do this over carpet and it was a big mess. So now I converted this room in my house, it's downstairs on the main level. I think it was designed to probably be in offices right off the entryway, but we ripped up all the carpet and put down a laminate wood floor and sort of build it out that I can work and teach in here. So I'm going to take you on a tour. Phone flipped. Yay! And somebody let me know if I'm going too fast. So backing up, this is the view from my door. Like I said, it's right off the entryway, so it's pretty convenient. I don't have students going through my whole house. But I use these, and I don't even know if I can get back far enough to do this, the bookcases with the cubes. I like them because the cubes give the room color to the otherwise white walls. And this is where I store all of my fiber stash. My yarn stash actually... Oh, hello from the US. I live in Indiana. So where in the UK do you live? So I actually keep all of my yarn stash up in upstairs where I actually spend my time knitting. We don't need to talk about how much I have of that either. But I actually built this desk kind of in the center. It's, oops, as I trip over my own rug. It's just a countertop, and then my dad built a wood frame underneath, and I put a skirt on it to hide. Yes, I will show you this. This is where I keep any of the fleeces that have been washed but not necessarily finished with the combing or the carding. So this thing actually fits, so I can fit these tubs under it. And then I can work up here. I have a bar stool for that desk because sometimes I do just sit down here to work. Either working on patterns or anything else. So I am going to zoom around to the left a little bit. My setup right now, aside from the chair in the middle of the room, is I have a student coming this afternoon for a spinning lesson. And she was actually here last week, so it was already set up, but she brings her wheel and we can both sit in here. That is a dry sink that we found pretty cheap. It's really heavy, it's very sturdy, but I keep a lot of my just tools, fiber prep tools on there, and I can get a little closer and show you. These are my hand combs. They're Valkyrie. I think they're the extra fine. It's the 2-row. This is my drum carder that interestingly I found at a fiber, thank you, that I found at a fiber festival. I think I got it for like 50 bucks. I'm not even sure if it's fine or kind of what the teeth per inch are. The problem is it likes to bounce around a lot. It doesn't have a name on it, so I don't think it's like a name brand, but it's not easy to clamp down, and I basically have to hold it against my hip to keep it from moving around while I'm trying to card. And I keep other various spinning stuff on here. I've got some class materials in here. My flicker brush, the piece of leather that I put on my leg when I'm flicking so that I don't tear up my jeans. Pro tip, the dye from your jeans can't actually come off while you're doing that onto your fiber. Not that the drawer wants to go back in here. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. And then over on this wall, if I can get backed up a little bit, I did these are actually fabric covered bulletin boards that I did just because I wanted to get some more color in the room. And I also I'm one of those people that likes putting things up. I've got some of the little push pins, not push pins, buttons to put in there that have sayings on them. And then this little table has actually been in my family for at least 70 years. It has so many layers of paint on it. Every time it starts flaking, I was like, oh, I didn't know that color was under there. Who knew? I actually just have all this set out right now for teaching, because the student I'm working with is working on a drafting, and so we're trying it with a couple different fibers. And then this drum carder is actually not mine. It is a fancy kitty that belongs to one of my best friends, and she has limited storage space at her house, so sometimes it lives here if she's not using it, which is a win-win for both of us because then I have a really nice drum carder I can use at any time. So, and then the only other thing is that's the door back out to the house, and right there you can see Winston, who is the Angora bunny, who is kind of in trouble right now because he peed on me yesterday. Bad bunny. Winston, come here. Come here. Say hi. Yeah, he does have eyes under there, I do promise. But that is the fiber studio downstairs. Sometime I might do the upstairs, which is actually probably where I spend most of my knitting time anyways, especially during the winter. So is there anything else anybody wants to see? I will let y'all go. Thanks for joining me. Bye.